Hey friends, quick heads up. Something exciting is on the way. On November the 3rd, I'm releasing my brand new devotional, Rooted for Growth, a 7-week journey to find God's Word for your season. This devotional will help you slow down, reflect, and discover the Word God is speaking over your life right now. Each week walks you through a new theme, from rest and renewal to resilience and revelation, all leading to your very own rooted Word. If you want to be the first to hear about it when it drops, hurry and sign up for the Whitman Collective newsletter at whitmancollective.com/sign up. You'll get early access, sneak peeks, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. So don't wait. Sign up today and watch for more information about the devotional, Rooted for Growth, a 7-week journey to find God's Word for your season, releasing on November the 3rd. That's whitmancollective.com/sign up. Go sign up, grab your coffee, and get ready to grow deeper, one rooted step at a time. Welcome back to the Rooted for Growth podcast. I'm your host, Troy Whitman. If you've been walking this journey with me over the last few months, you know that we've been through some heavy ground. We've talked about grief, loss, and the long road toward acceptance. Episode 20, The Hope of Acceptance, felt like a turning point. It was personal, it was weighty, but it was also freeing. And today, I want to talk about what happens after acceptance. Because there's this quiet, often confusing space between what was and what will be. A season where you're no longer the person that you were, but not yet the person you're becoming. The theme for today's episode is the season of becoming. And it starts with this simple thought. Every new season starts with a turning. The question isn't, what are you doing? But who are you becoming? I remember just days after Aaron passed. Everything in my world felt wrong. The air felt heavier. Time felt slower. I was still in school at Liberty University, taking my master's classes for counseling, and one of my courses at the time was called Spiritual Integration. And listen, I'll be honest, I remember sitting at my desk, staring at my laptop and thinking, why am I even here? What does this even matter anymore? God, what is the point? I felt like everything that once had purpose had suddenly been stripped away. That week, I opened my syllabus just, out of obligation, I guess. And the next module was titled Grief and How God Works Through Tremendous Loss. I just sat there for a moment, just staring at those words. Grief, loss. God is still working. It felt like He was speaking directly to me through that assignment. That maybe this class wasn't about earning a grade anymore. Maybe it was about reminding me that even in this darkness, He wasn't done forming me. That moment was the first time after Aaron died that I felt something shift, like God whispering, I still have more for you to become. And that's what today's episode is about. That slow, quiet, often unseen work of becoming. Becoming isn't something that happens overnight. It's not a goal you check off or finish line that you cross. It's this process, this daily shaping that God does deep within you. Sometimes it looks like stillness. Sometimes it looks like surrender. Sometimes it looks like starting over when you'd rather just stay stuck. And more often than not, it looks like waiting. In John chapter 15, Jesus says something powerful. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring more fruit. John 15:1 and 2. That word purgeth means to prune, to cut back. Think about that. The branches that are already bearing fruit, the ones that are already doing good, are the very ones that God prunes the most. Why? Because he sees more potential than we can see. That pruning, that cutting back, can feel painful. Sometimes it's the loss of something or someone that we loved. Sometimes it's an ending we didn't expect, or a dream that we might have to lay down. But pruning isn't punishment, it's preparation. God's not trying to take something from you. He's trying to make space to grow something in you. And that's what becoming looks like. It's trusting that the pruning is making way for new fruit. Isaiah 45:3 says, And I will give thee the treasures of darkness, and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Lord, which call thee by name, am the God of Israel. There are treasures in dark seasons, things you only learn about God when everything else has been stripped away. In my own life, I've found that those treasures usually come in the quiet moments, when you stop trying to figure everything out and just sit in His presence. It's there that becoming begins. It's not an activity, it's not an accomplishment, but in awareness. Philippians 1:6 gives us a promise that holds me steady every time I start to doubt the process. Being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. If he started something in you, he's not going to abandon it halfway. You might not see the progress yet, or you might not feel the strength returning, but the roots are growing deeper even when nothing seems to be sprouting on the surface. Becoming isn't about doing more, it's about allowing more. Allowing God to shape you, allowing His timing to unfold, allowing His grace to hold you through it. I want to slow down right here and ask you 3 questions. And maybe if you're listening at home, or if you're driving or sitting somewhere quiet, take a moment to let these questions settle into your heart. The first one is, where in your life right now do you sense God is preparing you for something new? Where is He preparing something new in your life? Number 2, what are you resisting that might actually be part of your becoming? Is there something in your life that you are pushing back against, and He's actually trying to get it to come through so you can become more of who He wants you to be? And number 3, how can you practice patience in this season instead of forcing progress? I know many driven people, people that have a task list and they've got to knock everything off. Where is patience at on that task list? Sometimes the best thing we can do is to stop striving for answers and start seeking alignment. Here's an easy prayer or journal prompt that you can use this week. Lord, who are you shaping me to become? Not what should I do, not when will this change, just who are you shaping me to become? I love this quote that's been on my mind all week. What you are becoming is far more important than what you are achieving. I'll say that again. What you are becoming is far more important than what you are achieving. That's such a freeing truth. We live in a world that celebrates doing and producing and building and hustling. But God celebrates becoming, growing into His likeness day by day. So if you're in that in-between place right now, where you're not who you want to be, but you're not yet who you're becoming, take heart. Even when you can't see the growth, God is at work beneath the surface. Don't rush the process. Roots grow before the fruit shows. That should be a good tag right there. Roots grow before the fruit shows. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just stay faithful in the becoming. Keep showing up. Keep trusting the one who's shaping your life, one unseen moment at a time. And hey, as we talk about seasons of becoming, I want to let you know something really special is coming. On November the 3rd, I'll be releasing a brand new devotional called Rooted for Growth, a 7-week journey to find God's Word for your season. It's written for anyone who wants to grow closer to God in the season that they're in right now, whether that's rest, renewal, or rebuilding. Each week focuses on a theme to help you find direction and peace, one rooted step at a time. And starting on November the 4th, every podcast episode will walk alongside that devotional supplementally, expanding on each week's theme and giving you space to grow even deeper. If you haven't already, make sure that you're signed up for the Whitman Collective newsletter at whitmancollective.com/sign up. You'll get early access, devotion updates, and some special behind-the-scenes reflections. Now, friend, wherever you are today, whatever you're walking through, remember, every new season starts with a turning. So instead of asking, what am I supposed to do? Maybe the better question is, who am I becoming? Because in every season, God is shaping something deeper within you. And you're not walking that road alone. We're rooted for growth together. See you next week.